It's a fact that cancer changes your relationship with food. Thankfully, mindful eating can help you cope with the struggles and even find peace and pleasure one bite at a time.
Hi, my name is Mireille. I'm here to tell you a bit of my story. In October 2015, I was diagnosed with a breast cancer. I had two components in my breast cancer. I had HER2 positive cells, and I also had the hormonal dependent, which is more common. Even though HER positive cells are very threatening, HER2 positive, I was able to have a full mastectomy, and it was they were able to remove it. And then I had to have some treatments for 5 years. I had tamoxifen, so that was very difficult. I was very tired. I was also I gained a lot of weight. So that's pretty difficult when you used to be training a lot, you're in good health, you have a good relationship with your body. So that changed it a little bit, the way I was looking at food, and I got into different emotions. But it's really mindfulness that kept me on the ground and kept me going for all these years. So it's not a therapy, but it's more like, what is your body? What does your body need? So if you feel like having chocolate, don't be in that moment where you think that the chocolate will make you fat. No, chocolate, when you need it, when you feel it, it's good. There's a lot of there's vitamins, there's a lot of good things in chocolate. Maybe we'll talk about it, but it's really something that is good for your health. But just to feel that you need and you go with that food, then you don't get obsessed with it. So that was something that was really useful, to just step back and go with go with the flow, as we say.
I'd like to propose a mindful eating tasting with chocolate. What do you think?
That's a very good idea. And then when mindfulness is it's like meditation. So what do you do when you meditate? You just take a moment, take a step back. When you meditate, you have usually it's a space where you decide to sit and just take a step back, focus, breathe, and then the same for tasting food. We can breathe the chocolate, so that's amazing.
That's a number one step. Using all your senses. Just the smell of it is already, we're already into something here.
Yeah.
So no screens, no telephones. Just we'll take this moment to enjoy.
I agree.
I can see in your eyes that you're ready. Tasting chocolate is also something I wanted to suggest, because at home you can do it with your kids, with your spouse. It's something that you can share, or you can do it alone, as you wish. But it's a nice activity to do that involves pleasure, multiple pleasures, I should say. So the smell is one thing. So we can smell sometimes vanilla, sometimes some notes of spices or fruity aromas. So smell, cut, and then put on your tongue. And the nice thing about chocolate is that the cocoa butter will melt at the same temperature as your tongue. So by leaving the piece of chocolate on your tongue and allowing your saliva to mix with and let the chocolate melt, you will experience many very positive, satisfying pleasures here. And then, swallowing and being completely living the moment. And I think that's a good example. We are not in the guiltiness of eating something that you're not supposed to eat or enjoy. Says who, So do you allow yourself not to eat perfectly all the time?
Absolutely. I am an imperfect person, and I love it.
So am I.
I just love it. I love chocolate. So I just feel that, if you keep most of the time, 80% of the time, you choose the good foods, and 20%, if you have pleasure being with your family and having that dessert that is, excessive. It's good. You can have it, but not all the time. It's just to try to manage most of the time being 80%, and 20%, you can just step away and do a little pleasures that are different and that are, yeah, more indulgent.
By practicing intuitive eating, you show kindness to yourself and your relationship with food. Thank you, Mireille. Your love of food is a true inspiration.